afternoon, everybody, and welcome and a happy new year. My name is Jeanette Clegg and I live here in the northwest with my husband Timothy and our little dog Zach. I forgot his name then. Our little dog Zach. Today is Thursday and I am busy in my craft room. So I thought I would get on the camera, start the new year off differently and say hi. Thank you very much if you are a returning subscriber, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. You're all very, very welcome here. I just wanted to pop on and tell you a little bit about what we've done in the beginning of the new year. We haven't really done much, to be fair. We have done lots of walking. We've got quite a few steps in over the past couple of weeks, which I was glad about really, because I felt a bit sluggish after Christmas. Not that I'd participated in much, what can I say, partying, food, lots of treats, things like that. I didn't. I was quite good, just because I was ill. But yeah, I felt that we needed to get out. I felt I'd been in the house for too long. You know, you just feel a bit cabin feverish, don't you? So it was really, really nice to get out, and we've been out for, like I say, a good few walks over the past couple of weeks. Yesterday we had our first trip out. Tim and I had a ride over to Kendal, which isn't too far from us, maybe about an hour's drive. We had lunch out, we had a lovely walk round, and then we had afternoon, well, when I say afternoon tea, we had a cup of coffee and a beautiful scone. I visited my favourite shop, Crafty, and bought myself the new creature, which I will show you. And that's been it really. We haven't been up to much. This year I have got some big plans for this year. Nothing to do with the shop or my YouTube channel, but big plans of what I'm doing. And I will fill you in on them briefly. I have booked to go on a knitting retreat, which I'm really, really pleased about, but it's not till way later on in the year. I am hoping to book a flight to go and have a little holiday. What else is there to tell you about? Nothing really. That's it for now, I think. I'm just having a coffee break. Like I said, I'm busy in the craft room. I'm just doing all the bags and notions, pouches and things like that ready for my shop update, which I'm not sure when it's going to be. I am hoping that, you know, it's going to be within the next few days, but I don't want to, again, I'm not stressing over it. I don't want to set a date, but I will let you all know when it goes live, the shop update. What else? That's it really, because we haven't really done much. Like I say, we've had a couple of walks and that's been it. So for now, I'm just going to leave it there because I'm just having a coffee break. I've still got my Christmas mug out. This is the only one that I've got out, but this is my afternoon mug for my cup of coffee when I'm working. But I didn't think it was too Christmassy. Quite like that. I managed to bag this. Was it last year or the year before in Laura Ashley in the January sales, and I think it should have been about £12, and I think I got it for £4, so it was a bargain. So yeah, I'm drinking my just plain Dow Egbert coffee out of that. So for now, I'm going to get on, finish what I'm doing, and then hopefully I'll be back and I'll be able to show you what I've been up to. I've had a few little treats. I've had a couple of things for Christmas that was craft related, so I'll show you them. Yeah, but for now, I'm going to drink my coffee and get on, and I shall speak to you later. It is now 3:30 and I've had to put something on because I was so chilly. I've got my little wrist warmers on that I made from the yarn that Tim, this is self-striping yarn that Tim dyed for us last year. This is Tricky Treat, and I held it double with a floof, and the difference it makes just having something on your wrist and round your neck. This is my, is it Jagged Little Wrap? It's a crocheted shawl. Let me show you. I will put the links to these downstairs, but yeah, it got really chilly in here as I was finishing off my sewing, so I thought, oh, I'll have to have something on. Anyway, I finished all my sewing now. I will have put a clip in so you can see what I've been up to. I've been down and refreshed my drink. This is my favourite mushroom mug, or toadstool mug, and I'm just drinking a herbal tea. Just to warm me up because I'm so cold. Anyway, I'm just going to get right into it, seeing as I've chit-chatted already to you. And I'm going to show you all my incoming goodies first that I got. Some of them was Christmas presents, some of them I bought myself. But I'll show you. Yeah, it's gone really cold all of a sudden. So the first thing I'm going to show you, this is from a dear friend of mine. And I got this. This is a blue fern yarn. Isn't that just a stunning colour? And I got that from my friend Karen at Stitches and Jacks. And it's, like I say, it's a blue fern yarn, and it's, the colourway is Friendship. Isn't that stunning? It's not really showing you how delicate the colours are on screen, but it's really, really pretty. And I have got somewhere round about there 100 gram ball of floof, so I might make some bifeld mittens with them, or with that and that held together. I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do. It's just, I just saw that and thought, mittens, how lovely is that? So that's my first incoming goodie. Thank you very much, my darling friend Karen. And then I went to see and spend some time with Angela, who I used to work with at the Bobbin Patch. She asked me would I go down to the shop one day last week and help her out because she was extremely busy. Angela does a lot of TV, well, when I say does a lot of TV work, she goes on TV once a month at, no it's not, the Craft Show. It used to be Ho Chanda and it's changed its name now. I'm not sure what it's called. Is it the Craft Show? Something like that. And she'd been really busy and she'd asked me would I go and help out in the shop while she did all the packing. So I went and spent a day at work. It was so nice. At Angela's last week, and she gave me my belated Christmas present. And this is just, she said, I saw this and instantly thought of you. Is that not just adorable? It's a little hand-painted plaque, but look at all those toadstools with the bunting and the lovely beehive. So yeah, I'm going to hang that somewhere nice in my craft room here. Isn't it lovely? The little blackbird on top there. How gorgeous. So that was off Angela. So those are the two gifts that other people have given. Oh no, I've got one more. Tell a lie. So that was off Angela. And then my lovely daughter-in-law and stepson bought me this for Christmas. And I asked for this. And they said, you know, rather than us go out and buy things that we don't even know if you're going to need or want, can we buy something that you'd like? So I chose one of these kits. It's from Alice Bear's shop, and it's the teddy bear, and she's called Charlotte. She is a lot smaller than I expected her to be, so that might be quite challenging because I've actually never made a teddy bear out of the actual teddy bear. I don't know what you call this fur. Let me just show you inside. So inside you get your fur, your stuffing and your pattern. And in your pattern there's all what you need. So there's the cotter pins, eyes, sewing up needle, dolly needle, and like I say, all the stuffing. But I think it's going to be quite small because this is the piece of fabric for the entire bear. So I think this is going to have to be done by hand. There's no way I can do this on the sewing machine. It's just far too small. But I'm really looking forward to doing that. I mean, obviously I can upsize the pattern. I can blow the pattern up. I'm going to photocopy the pattern, cut it out, and keep the pattern piece nice and fresh, so that if I do want to, you know, make it bigger or get Tim to make it bigger for me, I can. So that was my third incoming goodie of Catherine and Robert. Thank you very much, guys. And then I might have just treated myself a little bit. So, as you all know, well, you might not, but those of you that followed me through Vlogmas will know that I was lucky enough last year to have been gifted by my husband the Toft Advent Calendar, which I made, bear with me, Jasper. Now, I can't remember what his full name is. It was a mouthful to start with, and if you know me well, you'll know I struggle with mouthfuls. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed making this all the way through Advent. It turned out absolutely, well, I think it did, immaculate. I think this is what got me on my road, my passionate road for making lots of toys. I've not made much else other than toys since I started making this. So yeah, so I'm digressing. So most of you know I made that through, excuse me a minute, through the Christmas period. And then I was flicking through Toff through Christmas and New Year and watching Martin from, now I don't know if it's Knit Blog 365, I think it is. And he's very, very passionate about Toft. And he was saying that he quite fancied making one of the partridge in a pear tree birds, and there's 12 of them, one for each month. And me being me thought, I enjoyed that bird, I might make this. So I treated myself to this. It's by Kerry Lloyd, and it's a partridge in a pear tree, crochet the 12 birds of Christmas. And with this, because I ordered it when I did through Christmas and New Year, you got, let me show you, a pear Toft badge, not badge. Oh, what are these called? Iron-on patch. Couldn't get my words out then. So you got a free iron-on patch, and you also got free, or included in it, it's not free, is it? Let's face it, it's included in it. But you also got 12 patterns for the birds that's really miniature, which would be perfect as decorations for on your Christmas tree. So yeah, so that was one of my treats between Christmas and New Year. I was feeling very sorry for myself. I hadn't been well. But let me tell you, these books are just absolutely brilliant. Now, I was going to make the partridge first, which is, let me show you which I was going to make first. Felix. So I was going to make the partridge first. And when I had a look, if you can see my Toft bag here, I save all my odds and sods of bits of Toft yarn that I haven't used up. And I had a look, and I'd got everything by, I think it was I needed the chocolate for his wings, and I don't think I had enough red ruby. So I looked in my stash to see what I'd got, and I've got enough to make, bear with me, Ruth, the French hen. I have a friend called Ruth. Ruth loves to knit. She's got a cracking podcast. Nip over and watch her. She's really good. So yeah, I've got enough yarn already without purchasing anything else to make Ruth, the French hen. And these, it literally is just these two colours. Let me show you. There she is again. And it's those two colours. And that one at the top is oatmeal. And then the one at the bottom is camel. So that's all you need for those, and a little bit of black, which I've got left over from my Advent. So that is what I'm going to make this month. And I will do the partridge probably next month, because I will have to buy Felix. I will have to buy, obviously, some yarn. But I'm trying not to overspend. Yeah, I'm trying to use some of the things up that I've got. And this is what I had. So I thought, well, what a great way to start. So I did treat myself to the book, but I'm going to make the first one Ruth because I've got the yarn. So a pat on the back for me. Well, that's how I feel anyway. I feel like I'm, you know, let's use what we've got. She says, showing you what she's already bought. Just take a sip of tea. So, as I've told you, Tim and I had our first day out yesterday. We went over to Kendal, and of course, if you have followed me for a while, you know I'm a lover of making the lunar creatures, which all sit here on my shelf. And there was a new lunar creature came out at Christmas. Sarah always does at Christmas time. Sorry for the rattling. Sarah always does at Christmas time like a Christmas box that you can buy, and then you can make your creature, you know, from Christmas through to New Year. Anyway, while we was there in Kendal, Tim and I had a wander around, and we just happened to pop into Crafty. And I treated myself to Eric the polar bear. This is the new creature. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Now you could do him in white, or I could have done him, or it, or him. Yeah, it's Eric, isn't it? Yeah, so I could have done him in white. And there was also a colour kit for brown. So I thought, do the white one first, and then see how I get on. And then I might make a brown one, but I quite liked that. Nice white polar bear. Because there's a reason for this, which I shall tell you in a minute. So you get absolutely everything you need. Sorry about the rustling. I don't want to take it out because it's white, so I want to keep it in its bag to try and keep it as clean as I possibly can whilst I make it. So you get all the buttons, you get your thread, you get your piece of fabric for the pads and the ears, needles, you get everything. So yeah, treating myself to, oh no I didn't. Tim bought me this, I tell a lie. It's our wedding anniversary next month, and he asked me, would I like this for my anniversary? So he bought me this, and he also bought me this pattern for these adorable little lunar bunnies. Now it does say here that these are mini hand warmers. I've not read through the pattern yet, but I think that you can fill them with rice, pop them in the microwave, and then pop them in your pockets, and it helps keeps your hands clean in the cold weather. So I might try one of them. Yeah, so he bought me that pattern. So those was the two things that Tim treated me to. And then, I don't know why, but like I've said before, I've got this obsession at the moment for toys. So I was rooting through my books, which are here, and I've got a big shelf of them, a full shelf down there. I'm going to change all this shelving around. It looks very, very untidy. I've got, in my head at the moment, I need to organise my craft room. And I love doing things like that. When I've got a free day, I love being locked in my craft room, swapping things around, dusting and cleaning. So yeah, I've got all my bags out the way now. I'm going to get them all listed and try and get them in the shop. And then I've got a weekend free, and I'm going to have a weekend in my craft room. Anyway, I digress. So I have rooted out this book, How to Sew, can't read that, How to Sew Little Felt Animals. Is that not just gorgeous? Now, I did think about having a go and just not doing it as it said in the book. But then I've been reading it, and I've been, I've had a good look, and I've read through it, and I've seen how she thinks, she tells you to do it. And I thought to myself, no, I need to do it right. I've got some of the felt, that's not the problem, but I didn't have any cotter pins. So, because it's a jointed, even though they're only tiny, tiny. This book is by a lady called Sue Quinn, and she sells her handmade items. They're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I don't doubt for 1 minute mine's going to look like this. But I quite fancied, let me show you what I quite fancied making. So I've ordered the cotter pins so that the bear would be jointed. Let me just find, this is what I want to make. The tiny, tiny teddy bear. I think it's only about 5 inches tall, something like that. Might be a little bit bigger, actually. Yeah, it might be a little bit bigger. But I quite fancy making this coat for it too. Sorry if the light's blowing out. So this isn't new. I already had this book. So I'm going to have a go at making that bear there with that outfit on. And if it turns out nice, then I quite fancy the rabbit and the beaver. That'd be nice for Easter, wouldn't it? Some really nice Easter fabric, little tiny print Easter fabric with a dress on. Oh, how nice would that be? So yeah, my cotter pins came yesterday. I've never used these before, and they're from the same place that my daughter-in-law and son bought me my bear. It's from Alice's Bear Shop. Now, I will leave any links that I can that might help you down below where I've bought anything from. If they're not there, it's because either I can't find them or I don't know how to do it, but I will try to leave as many as I can. So yeah, my cotter pins came yesterday, so that's another thing that I want to make. So yeah, I felt like I was really spoiled over Christmas because I'd got all the things that I wanted. I got some lovely presents. My daughter bought me vouchers to shop in my favourite fabric shop. I got I got all sorts. I got new mugs. I got wool. What else did I get? I got pyjamas. I got slippers. I got makeup. I got all sorts, I mean, it's been a long time since I've opened them all, so I've forgotten now and they're all away. But yeah, I was thoroughly spoilt over Christmas and really, really pleased with a lot of the things that, well, all of the things that I got. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to now go on to my finished objects. Not that I've got very many, because what I was finishing, I have either gifted or it's gone to its new owner. I made a couple of things that I completely forgot to take pictures of. So yeah, I will just show you what I've got. So the first thing I'll show you is my crocheting. So I saw this pattern and just had to have it. I have had these up on my Instagram page. Let me just take off my wrist warmers and pop these on. I absolutely love these. They are so much fun. And I can't quite remember, ta-da, are they not just the funnest? Fun. I love them. They're all crocheted. All these extras are embellishments and I put them on after, as all of these. Oh, just love them. I was going to wear them out yesterday, but I was worried that because we was out and about and in and out shops and things like that, I was a little bit worried I might lose them. So I just wore some plain black boring old ones yesterday. But these are all done in Stylecraft Special Aran. Oh no. No, I tell a lie. Right, I'll start again. These are all knitted. It's a chunky, but it's Stylecraft DK held double for the mitts. For the embellishment, it's just double knit. Again, can't remember the name of the lady, so I will put it on the screen, and if I can remember or I know how to do it, I'll give you a link in the description box below. So yeah, those was one of my first finishes, amongst a couple of other things in fact, when did I finish these? Before Christmas, before New Year? Do you know, I don't know, so I can't say. Can't remember. But anyway, they finished and that's the main thing, and they're so warm and I love them. But the same lady has got a shawl pattern. She's got a bag pattern, and I actually bought a big bag. In fact, I'll show it to you. Wait there. You've seen it before. I actually bought this bag specifically to make this pattern. This big basket. So she's got a pattern to make a cover for this basket, and she's also got a pattern for a shawl. Well, I'm going to have to make it because it was such fun. And it's called Freestyle Crochet. And it's lovely because you can just please yourself. You can please yourself what colours you make. You can please yourself whether you do your mushroom bigger, smaller, whether you do a flower, 1 flower, 2 flower. And it's just so relaxing because there's no worry. There's no worry about doing it right or wrong. There's no right or wrong way. It's just do it. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed doing them. Would highly recommend the pattern. Highly recommend the make to you. And it's really good fun, which is that not what it's all about? So yeah, that was my first finished make. My next one, I don't really know if you can call these two finished because, well, they are finished, but they still need clothing. Now, if you've followed me for a long time, you know that a lot of my creatures that I make are usually bare for some time because I get a bit waylaid doing other things. Anyway, I finished my pig. This is a lovely pattern by the lovely Elise from Les Petites Saint Crochet. She has made this pattern, she designed this pattern herself, and it is so, so well written. I made this with a rowan yarn. In fact, if you bear with me, I shall go and get it to show you. I'm back. So I made it with, that's the wrong one, with Rowan Kid Silk Haze and Rowan Kid Classic held double. Now that's coming out a bit peachy, which to be fair it is, and that's quite a soft pink, but you can't see it when you put them together. How lovely is that? I shall put a picture here of the actual finished pig with his clothes on, and I'm hoping that sometime very soon that I'll manage to clothe him. But watch this space, who knows, I'm not stressing over it. And I'm going to tell you what my word is for this year in 1 minute when I've finished. So that is my pig. It's got tiny little buttons on its shoes. Socks was very, very cleverly done. Really lovely pattern to make. I tried to sort of shape his belly best that I could. It's got little thumbs, opposing thumbs. I mean, obviously he hasn't, but it looks like he has. And a cute, adorable face and his little piggy ears. Oh, I love it. Can you just see the halo on the yarn? So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that, but really need to get round to making the finished item. So that's my first finished, half-finished crochet thing. And then next is knitting. And again, this is half finished. This is a pattern by, this podcast was very last minute, so I'm very unorganised, so I'm going to have to write everything on the screen. I know the lady's called Cynthia, and it is her bunny rabbit. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% happy with this because I ran out of yarn. I was under the impression, whether I've read the pattern wrong, that you only need 20 grams, which this is what this was. This was just a mini that I had, but I got 2 legs and I ran out. So I had to put her a pair of sparkly, I don't know if you can see, she's got a little bit of sparkle in her tights. So I've put them on there like that, or I've used, this is just an undyed 4-ply with Stellina. And again, I'll put a picture here of the finished item when she's dressed. And I am going to make her a dress, so it will look like she's got tights on. And I'm hoping that she'll just look normal. But again, I'm hoping to get that dressed for next time. But this was a really, really good fun make. These patterns that Cynthia designs are absolutely brilliant. They hold your hand every step of the way. I've never made anything like this before, and it started from the top to the bottom all in one piece. Very, very cleverly done. Very cleverly done. And she's got maybe 5, 6 different creatures. And my dear friend Helen from Mousy Makes Pod, she's made quite a few of these, and it was Helen that I first saw them, and I just thought I'll have to have a go. And I kept putting it off and putting it off, and I'm really, really glad that I decided to do it because honestly, it was a really enjoyable make, very, very relaxing, and actually really, really rewarding because, like I said, I've never done anything like this before, even down to the tail. Yeah, even down to the little bunny tail, it's all fixed. Everything's fixed. The ears, the bunny tail, everything. But there's also a polar bear that I want to make. And that's why I wanted the white polar bear from Cool Crafting, because I wanted them both to be together. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to order, I've not done it yet, but I am going, oh, excuse me, the fluff is going up my nails, let me put it down. I'm going to order some, is it Drops Nord? Apparently that's a really good yarn to make all Cynthia's patterns with. So that is living in my bag from the lovely Dawn, from Dawn's Days. And actually, let me tell you about my friend Dawn. Oh, let me finish telling you about these first. I knit the bunny on my Higher, and it was done on 2.25s, and I did it all on a circular needle. Back to Dawn, quickly, I digress, but it doesn't matter. Dawn, from Dawn's Days, has now split her channel. She has now got 2 channels. She's got Dawn's Days, which is her, let me get this right, which is her vlogging channel. And she's got the Woven Almanac, which is her crafting channel. So please do go over and check Dawn out on the Woven Almanac. She's doing so well. She's uploaded 1 video and she's loads and loads of subscribers. So do please go over, give her a like, give her a subscribe and tell her I said hi. Right, okay, so next. 1 more finished item and then we'll go on to what I'm working at the moment. So my finished item, I'll get the pattern, bear with me again. Told you I wasn't organised today, but I really wanted to talk to you and get all these out and let you have a look at them. So my next finished item is Ruby. This is Ruby the Memory Bear. She's not in memory of anybody. I bought this from Angela at the Bobbin Patch in Shaw. Leave the link to her shop down below. And it is a Moda, let me get this, Moda cotton flannel. And so it is, oh, I don't know if you, but it's so, so soft. And like I said, I've got an anchoring for toys, so I wanted to make a bear. What can I tell you about this? Really, really easy to construct, not difficult at all. I personally think I've done the ears too far forward. I think the ears should have been a little further back. I didn't like the big buttons that was on the pattern, so I had some smaller buttons that I've covered, and so the buttons match the joint. The buttons match the fabric, and the joints do move. It is a jointed bear. And that's all I can tell you really, that she's lovely. I love her. I was quite pleased to say this was my first teddy bear that I've made. Gives you sort of a bit of an insight how to construct a teddy. I might downsize this pattern and make a smaller one. Maybe make her a son or a daughter or just a smaller one. But yeah, really enjoyed making this. That's all I can tell you. Just used a Moda flannel. Covered the buttons myself for all the joints. This is just a bit of silk ribbon. And like I say, the only thing I'd do different is probably put the ears a little bit further back. I wasn't 100% sure if they was too far forward. Tell me what you think. Do you think they're too far forward? Do you think they're perfect? Or do you think they needed to go further back? She does stand up and she does sit down. So that is Ruby. And the pattern that I used is the Harley Patchwork Bear sewing pattern from my fabric heaven. Yeah, and again I'll leave the, oh dear, oh honestly I can't even, just recently I can't even speak. And you know, I know that there's a lot of people having this same problem. I think it's just because we've all got such cabin fever. We're not mixing like we used to. Like my brain is not as active as it was. It is because I'm doing lots of crafting, you know, I'm doing lots of other things, but I'm not interacting at all with anybody else. And Tim and I can go hours without speaking, And for no other reason that I'm either up here or he's in his workshop or in his shed or, yeah, it's just, I can't even speak anymore. So I do apologise if I'm more than lost for words on more than one occasion is what I meant to say. I will put the website here in the description box below in case, oops, sorry, now I'm knocking you, in case you want to purchase the pattern. Right, quickly, because I didn't want it to last too long, so I will quickly run through what I'm working on at the moment. My first thing, I bought this just before Christmas. Did I buy it before Christmas? Or, again, I can't remember. It'd be no surprise. I think I have shown you this. It's from Toft. And it was the little boy who was a bauble. And this is how far I've got. That is the bauble head. And this is the bauble body. See what I mean? This is the bauble body. And that's how far I've got. It is, again, I'll put a picture up here so you know what I'm making, because my pattern is on my iPad. I'm trying to keep everything on my iPad now and stop printing things off. Not always easy, because sometimes if we're out and about, I might need to have excuse me, sorry about that, just had a sneezing fit. Yeah, so if I'm out and about, I like to take the pattern with me. It is done in, I think this is called silver. In fact, I'll be able to tell you. That's Toft DK in silver, and this is Toft DK in amethyst. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is silver. Silver 1841 and amethyst 18541. So yeah, I've just got two legs, 2 arms and a little body to do, so I'm hoping that that'll get finished very soon as well. I'm hoping that excuse me, next time a podcast I'll have a few dressed items and finished things to show you. Next up on the list is my gnome, and again, I haven't got any patterns with me. I will put a picture here. I joined in a knit along that was through Advent, but never got round to doing it. I bought the pattern, I got my yarn ready, got my bag ready, got the needles ready, and just didn't have time. So I've started it now. So this, see, I can't even remember what it's called. Did I print it off? Bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Was that the last one I did? Leave gnome stone unturned. Was that one? I don't know. I can't remember. There's no point in me saying. I will put it on the screen. And I haven't got a picture of it, so I'll put the picture here so you can see what I am making. And I'll show you how far I've got. Doing it on circular needles. Just bear with me because it is side on and I want to show it you front on. So I've done its head and now I'm doing its body. It's done in 4-ply. This has got, I don't know if you can you see a little bit of stellina in it? Has that got, no, the green hasn't got stellina in it, it's just the red and the white that I'm going to use for his beard. Doing that on circular needles, all done in the round. And that again is a really enjoyable one. And again, Helen from Mousy Makes Pods put me onto this. All this is, I always blame everybody else. It's everybody else's fault. It's not my fault. If I hadn't have seen them all, then I wouldn't do it, would I? Martin's fault that I'm into Toft. Helen's fault that I'm into the gnomes. Yeah. And I feel better blaming other people. Sorry, Helen, if you're watching. And sorry, Martin, I don't think Martin watches me, actually. So, yeah, sorry, Helen, and sorry, Martin, if you are, but I'm blaming you. So that is what I'm doing. Not much to show you. Like I said, I've done the hat. Then you have to pick stitches up. It's all done in 1x1, knit 1, purl 1, and then with a little bit of a break in the middle there for an accent colour. It is done on 2.25. And that's it, really. There's not really much to tell you about that. I'll put all the information on the screen and pictures so you can see it. Hopefully that will be done as well. And last but not least, a knitted one. An actual, I'm having a bit of a hot flush. I'll have to set this off. Just bear with me. Whew. It's better. This one is a knitted cowl. I'll show it to you. I got this in, well, it might have been way back in October last year. October, November time. And it's a cowl by, it is by Nora George Yarns. And it's Howler Cowl. I think I have shown you this before, and I hadn't started it. Anyway, started it now. This is really good car knitting. So I knitted this up to here on the way and back from Kendal yesterday. And here it is. Let me just... Not easy to show cowls, are they? So I have got my first pattern repeat finished, and now I'm just on the second solid colour. I am following the colour that is on the pattern. So it's that pinky one next. So I am following that. Can you see? It's not really good. The lighting's, it's going dark now. Really, really nice pattern. Whether I'll wear this, I don't know. I'm going to soak it and see. If not, I will probably gift this. But yeah, I'm enjoying making it. Really enjoying making it. It's 4-ply. Let me get you the wool and you can have a look. It is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and like I say, it's Nora George Yarns. And the main is a colour. The main one, which is what I do the ribbon in and in between, is called Cauldron. That's that one. Can't see very well, can you? Really need to not podcast in the dark, don't you? And then these are the 4 colours. So that's the first colour that I've knitted in. And this is the one that I'm on to now. Then after that is this one. Yeah, that yellow one. You can't see it, but it's like yellowy and pinky. And then it is that one. And then last but not least, this one. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. That is being knitted. I didn't have the size, so I bought these. This is being knitted on millwards, and it's 3 and 3.5. So you do the ribbon on the 3 and the main body on the 3.5. And that one is in my summer bag that I bought a couple of years ago from Emma Ball. Love these bags. Really, really nice. Really nice, inexpensive bags. Right, and that's it. I've got really nothing to tell you other than there is going to be a shop update, as you know. I will leave all my information where you can find me in the description box below. So I will leave you my Instagram page. I have an Etsy account, and I also have a Ko-fi account. And thank you very much for the people that bought me a Ko-fi account just after I'd finished my Vlogmas. That was very, very kind of you. If you fancy buying me a coffee, nip on over. And yeah, it's all there. So yeah, all I've got to do now is upload all these things onto my shop, and like I say, I will put a notice on my Instagram page. Now, I probably will have more of these bags that I've done, this new Tilda fabric, because I have, let me show you, still got quite a lot of the fabrics left over. It's teamed up with the basic tea towel fabric, and then there's a lot of that Tilda fabric and some of the plain fabric, so I've still got quite a lot of that left. So I might make some either sewing cases or, I don't know, baskets or whatever. No, actually no, I don't want to make baskets because I've just bought a brand new roll of rope, nice white pure rope, because I'm going to make some nice rope bowls. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to make with these, but I will probably put some more in at a later date. But for now, I've got quite a lot of bags to put in, so yeah, I need to get them in first. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you are all well, and I hope you enjoy your next few weeks of happy crafting. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.